Remember, it's not enough to be hit or insulted to be harmed. You must believe you are being harmed. If someone succeeds in provoking you, understand that your mind is complicit in the provocation. Epictetus. In this enlightening video, we delve into the transformative concept of the power of now. We will guide you through 10 practical steps to live in the present and alleviate unnecessary suffering. You should watch this video because it offers tangible strategies to enhance your life by embracing the present moment. It can help you understand that suffering often comes from attaching to the past or worrying about the future, both of which are beyond your control. The video draws on the wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophy and applies it to modern life, helping you to live more fully, calmly, and joyfully. If you're interested in exploring such enriching content, please hit the subscribe button and become a part of our Stoic community. Remember, the essence of Stoicism is a journey, not a destination. So stay Stoic and watch till the end for a deeper understanding and a more fulfilling life. Lesson 1. Understand the concept of now. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the past or consumed by thoughts of the future. However, Stoicism reminds us that the only reality we truly have is the present moment. This lesson is about understanding the power and significance of now in our lives. Imagine you're reading a book. The words on the page in front of you are the only ones that truly matter. The previous pages have already been read, and the ones that follow have not yet arrived. Similarly, in life, the past is gone, and the future has not yet come. All we have is this very moment, and it's in this moment that we can make a difference. Stoicism teaches us to fully embrace the present moment, to be fully engaged in what we're doing right now. It's about being mindful and attentive to the here and now rather than being distracted or preoccupied with what has already happened or what might happen next. By understanding the concept of now, we can alleviate unnecessary suffering. Often, we find ourselves dwelling on past mistakes, regrets, or missed opportunities. We replay events in our minds, wishing we could change them. However, Stoicism encourages us to accept the past for what it is, a series of experiences that have shaped us into who we are today. We cannot change the past, but we can learn from it and use those lessons to shape our present. Likewise, worrying about the future only adds unnecessary stress and anxiety to our lives. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control in the present moment. By doing so, we can make the most of our current circumstances and take proactive steps towards a better future. Practicing living in the yo requires a conscious effort to let go of attachments to the past and worries about the future. It's like walking on a tightrope, balancing between appreciating past memories and planning for the future while not losing sight of the present moment. When we fully embrace the present, we experience a profound sense of peace and contentment. We become more aware of the beauty and wonder that surrounds us. We notice the small joys in life that we often overlook when our minds are preoccupied with the past or future. By understanding the concept of now, we gain a deeper appreciation for the fleeting nature of time. We realize that each moment is precious and should not be squandered. We become more intentional with our actions, making the most of every opportunity that comes our way. In conclusion, the first lesson of the power of now teaches us the significance of understanding and embracing the present moment. By living in the we can alleviate unnecessary suffering caused by dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. We learn to accept the past, focus on what we can control, and appreciate the beauty of the present. So let us practice living in the now and savor every moment of this wonderful journey called life. Stay stoic and watch till the end for more valuable insights. Lesson 2. Acceptance. In the pursuit of living in the present moment, acceptance plays a vital role. Stoicism teaches us that accepting the present moment as it is without resistance or judgment is a key to alleviating unnecessary suffering. This powerful lesson allows us to find peace and contentment in any situation, no matter how challenging or undesirable it may seem. Acceptance does not mean resigning ourselves to a passive existence or condoning injustice. It means acknowledging reality and responding to it wisely and effectively. It is about embracing the present moment, recognizing that it is the only moment we truly have control over. When we resist the present moment, we create unnecessary suffering for ourselves. We may become trapped in regret about the past or anxiety about the future, causing our minds to be constantly preoccupied and unable to fully engage with the present. Stoicism encourages us to let go of attachments to past events or future outcomes and focus on what is within our control, our thoughts and actions in the here and now. Imagine you had planned a picnic, but it starts raining heavily. Instead of resisting the rain and feeling upset about the situation, you can choose to accept it. Embrace the change of plans, adapt, and find an alternative enjoyable activity to do indoors. By accepting the rain, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and open yourself up to new possibilities. Acceptance also extends to accepting the reality of others and their actions. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control the behavior of others, but we can control our reactions towards them. If someone behaves rudely or offends us, rather than getting consumed by anger or resentment, we can choose to accept their actions for what they are and respond in a calm and rational manner. This doesn't mean condoning their behavior, but it allows us to maintain our inner peace and not let their actions dictate our emotional state. Practicing acceptance requires mindfulness and self-awareness. It involves observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing them to arise and pass away naturally. By cultivating this awareness, we can catch ourselves when we resist the present moment and consciously choose to accept it instead. The impact of embracing acceptance in our lives is profound. It frees us from the unnecessary burden of constantly wishing for things to be different and allows us to fully appreciate and engage with what is. It helps us develop resilience and adaptability, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity. Acceptance also enhances our relationships as it fosters understanding, empathy, and forgiveness for others. In a world that is constantly changing and unpredictable, the practice of acceptance offers us a sense of groundedness and inner peace. It reminds us that we have the power to choose our response to any given situation and that our happiness does not depend on external circumstances. So, let us embrace the wisdom of acceptance and strive to live in the present moment. By doing so, we can alleviate unnecessary suffering and cultivate a deeper appreciation for the beauty and richness of life. Remember, the journey of Stoicism is one worth embarking upon. Stay stoic and continue watching as we explore more empowering lessons that can transform your life. Lesson 3. Avoid multitasking. In our fast-paced world, multitasking has become a common practice. We often juggle multiple tasks simultaneously, believing that it will make us more efficient and productive. However, Stoicism teaches us the value of focus and presence in the present moment. This is why Lesson 3 emphasizes the importance of avoiding multitasking. When we multitask, our attention becomes fragmented and we are unable to give our full focus and energy to any particular task. It's like trying to read 2 books at the same time. We may catch a few words from each, but we won't truly comprehend or enjoy the content of either book. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to fully immerse ourselves in one task at a time. By doing so, we can bring our undivided attention and intention to the present moment, allowing for greater clarity, efficiency, and ultimately, a more meaningful experience. Consider the example of a chef preparing a meal. If they attempt to multitask by simultaneously chopping vegetables, stirring a pot, and checking the oven, the quality of their cooking may suffer. However, when the chef focuses solely on chopping the vegetables, they can give each slice the attention it deserves, resulting in a delicious and well-prepared dish. Moreover, avoiding multitasking allows us to be fully present in our interactions with others. When engaged in a conversation, giving our undivided attention shows respect and genuine interest. It's like listening attentively to a friend's concerns, offering support, and being fully present for them in their time of need. Stoicism teaches us that multitasking often leads to unnecessary stress and frustration. When we spread ourselves too thin, we may find it challenging to complete tasks efficiently or meet our own expectation. By focusing on one task at a time, we can approach each task with a clear mind and a sense of purpose, reducing the likelihood of mistakes and enhancing our overall productivity. Furthermore, avoiding multitasking aligns with the Stoic principle of accepting and embracing the present moment. When we divide our attention across multiple tasks, we may be mentally pulled towards the past. What we have already done, or the future, what we still. This distracts us from fully experiencing and appreciating the task at hand. To illustrate this, imagine watching a sunset while also checking emails on your phone. In doing so, you miss the vibrant colors, the soothing sounds, and the peacefulness of the moment. However, when you set aside distractions and focus solely on the sunset, you can immerse yourself in its beauty and find serenity in the present. In conclusion, Lesson 3 in The Power of Now emphasizes the importance of avoiding multitasking. By focusing on one task at a time, we can bring our full attention and intention to the present moment, enhancing our productivity, deepening our connections with others, and experiencing a greater sense of fulfillment. So, let us embrace this Stoic wisdom and strive to avoid multitasking in our daily lives. Remember, it is in the present moment that we find true joy and contentment. Lesson 4. Practice mindfulness. In the pursuit of living in the present moment and alleviating unnecessary suffering, one of the most powerful tools at our disposal is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present, aware of our thoughts, feelings, and actions in the here and now. It is about cultivating a non-judgmental, accepting attitude towards our experiences. By practicing mindfulness, we can tap into a deeper sense of peace, clarity, and contentment. Imagine yourself sitting in a park, observing the beauty of nature around you. You notice the vibrant colors of the flowers, the gentle rustling of the leaves in the wind, and the warm rays of the sun on your skin. Your mind is fully engaged in the present moment, free from distractions and worries about the past or future. This is the essence of mindfulness. Stoicism teaches us that our suffering often arises from being caught up in our thoughts, dwelling on past regrets or anxieties about the future. We allow our minds to wander, losing touch with the richness of the present moment. Mindfulness brings us back to the here and now, allowing us to fully engage with life's experiences. Practicing mindfulness can have a profound impact on our lives. It helps us develop a greater sense of self-awareness, enabling us to recognize and understand our thoughts and emotions without being overwhelmed by them. By observing our thoughts non-judgmentally, we can gain insight into our patterns of thinking and make conscious choices about how we respond to different situations. In the chaos of our modern lives, we often find ourselves multitasking, constantly thinking about the next task on our to-do list. However, when we practice mindfulness, we shift our focus to the present moment, giving our full attention to the task at hand. Whether it is engaging in a conversation, completing a work assignment, or simply enjoying a meal, by being fully present, we enhance the quality of our experiences and cultivate a deeper connection with ourselves and others. Moreover, mindfulness allows us to develop a greater sense of gratitude. By paying attention to the present moment, we become aware of the small joys and blessings that surround us each day. We savor the taste of our food, appreciate the beauty of a sunset, and cherish moments spent with loved ones. This deepens our sense of gratitude and enriches our lives. As you embark on your journey of practicing mindfulness, remember that it is a skill that requires patience and dedication. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to engage in a mindfulness practice such as meditation or mindful breathing. Gradually, you can incorporate mindfulness into your daily activities, bringing a sense of presence, peace, and clarity into everything you do. In conclusion, the practice of mindfulness is a powerful tool in living in the present moment and alleviating unnecessary suffering. By cultivating self-awareness, focusing on the present, and embracing gratitude, we can experience life more fully and joyfully. So hit the subscribe button to join our community of Stoic learners and embark on this transformative journey together. Remember, the power of mindfulness lies in its ability to bring us closer to the essence of what it means to be truly alive. Lesson 5. Let go of the past and future. In the pursuit of living in the present moment and alleviating unnecessary suffering, Stoicism teaches us the importance of letting go of the past and future. It is natural for our minds to wander into regrets and anxieties, but dwelling on them only robs us of the joy and peace that can be found in the present. The past is an integral part of our existence, shaping who we are today. However, clinging onto past mistakes, missed opportunities, or painful memories can prevent us from fully experiencing the present. Stoicism encourages us to accept the past as it is, to acknowledge the lessons it has taught us, and to move forward without regrets. Imagine you baked a cake but accidentally burnt it. It's human to feel disappointed or frustrated, but dwelling on the burnt cake won't bring it back or make it taste any better. Instead, a Stoic approach would be to accept what happened, learn from it, and focus on the present moment. Perhaps you can salvage the situation by making a new cake or finding joy in other activities. By letting go of the past, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and open the door to new possibility. Similarly, Stoicism urges us to release our attachment to the future. It's natural to plan and set goals, but fixating on future outcomes can generate anxiety and distress. Stoics understand that the future is uncertain and beyond our control. Rather than worrying excessively about what might happen, they advocate for focusing on the present moment and doing what is within our power. Imagine you have a job interview coming up. It's normal to feel nervous and think about all the potential outcomes. But by fixating on whether you'll get the job or not, you're sacrificing the opportunity to fully engage with the present moment. Instead, a Stoic approach encourages you to prepare diligently, do your best during the interview, and let go of the outcome. By detaching from the future, you can alleviate unnecessary suffering and focus on what you can control in the present. Practicing this lesson requires mindfulness and self-awareness. When you catch yourself dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, remind yourself that the present moment is where life truly happened. Take a deep breath, ground yourself in the here and now, and redirect your attention to what is within your control. By letting go of the past and future, you cultivate a sense of gratitude for the present. You learn to appreciate the small joys, the simple pleasures, and the beauty of everyday experiences. You become more attuned to the richness of life that often goes unnoticed when we are preoccupied with what has already happened, or what might happen, or what might happen. In conclusion, adopting the Stoic principle of letting go of the past and future can have a profound impact on our lives. It allows us to be fully present, to savor the moments, and to find contentment in the here and now. By releasing our attachment to what we cannot change or control, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and open ourselves up to a more fulfilling and peaceful existence. So let go of the past, release your grip on the future, and embrace the power of now. Lesson number 6 from our list focuses on the importance of controlling our reactions to external events. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control what happens to us, we have full control over how we choose to respond. By mastering this skill, we can alleviate unnecessary suffering and cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience. In our daily lives, we encounter numerous situations that can trigger negative emotions such as anger, frustration, or disappointment. It could be a rude comment from a colleague, a traffic jam on the way to an important meeting, or even a personal setback. Our initial instinct might be to react impulsively, allowing these external events to disrupt our emotional state and well-being. Stoicism offers a powerful alternative approach. Instead of letting external events dictate our emotional responses, we can consciously choose how to interpret and react to them. This process begins with recognizing that our perceptions and judgments play a critical role in shaping our emotional experiences. For instance, imagine you're in a rush to catch a flight, and unexpectedly, the airport security line is moving extremely slowly. Your initial reaction might be frustration and irritation, which can quickly escalate into anger. But by applying Stoic principles, you can reframe the situation in a way that minimizes suffering. First, remind yourself that delays are a part of life, and getting worked up over them won't change the circumstances. Acceptance is key. Instead of resisting the situation, embrace it as an opportunity to practice patience and resilience. Shift your focus from the inconvenience to the present moment. Perhaps you can use this time to read a book or simply observe your surroundings. Secondly, recognize that your reaction to the delay is within your control. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Take a deep breath, center yourself, and consciously choose a response that aligns with your values and promotes inner calm. Responding with grace and composure can not only alleviate your own suffering, but also positively influence the energy around you. By practicing this Stoic approach consistently, you can rewire your thought patterns and emotional responses. Over time, you'll develop a heightened sense of self-awareness and emotional intelligence, enabling you to navigate life's challenges with greater ease. It's important to note that practicing this principle doesn't mean suppressing or denying our emotions. Stoicism encourages acknowledging and processing our emotions while maintaining a sense of rationality and perspective. It's about finding the balance between acknowledging our feelings and not allowing them to consume us. By mastering the art of controlling our reactions, we empower ourselves to live a more fulfilling and peaceful life. We become less susceptible to external circumstances and more focused on our internal well-being and growth. This shift in mindset allows us to approach challenges with a sense of equanimity and see them as opportunities for personal development. In conclusion, lesson number 6 from our list emphasizes the significance of controlling our reactions to external events. By practicing Stoic principles, we can choose to respond to life's challenges in a way that minimizes unnecessary suffering. Remember, it's not what happens to us, but how we react to it that truly matters. So, let us embrace this Stoic wisdom and cultivate a mindset of resilience, inner peace, and emotional well-being. If you found this lesson valuable, please consider subscribing to our channel and joining our Stoic community. Stay Stoic and continue your journey of self-improvement. Lesson 7. Embrace change. Change is an inevitable part of life. From the shifting seasons to the constant flow of events, change surrounds us at every moment. Stoicism teaches us to embrace change, recognizing that it is a fundamental aspect of our existence. In this lesson, we will explore the wisdom behind this Stoic principle and discover how embracing change can lead to greater resilience, inner peace, and personal growth. The Stoics believed that resisting or fearing change only leads to unnecessary suffering. They understood that the world is in a constant state of flux, and attempting to hold on to things that are transient in nature is a futile endeavor. Instead, they advocated for cultivating an attitude of acceptance and adaptability, allowing us to navigate life's ever-changing landscape with grace. One of the fundamental ideas within Stoic philosophy is the concept of the dichotomy of control. According to this principle, some things are within our control, while others are not. External events, such as the actions of others or the unpredictable circumstances of life, are beyond our control. However, our own thoughts, attitudes, and actions are within our sphere of influence. Embracing change aligns perfectly with the dichotomy of control because it encourages us to focus our energy and attention on the aspects of life that we can actually influence. When we resist or fear change, we are essentially fighting against the natural order of things, expending our energy on circumstances that are beyond our power. By accepting change, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to control the uncontrollable and instead direct our efforts towards what truly matters, our own thoughts and actions. Moreover, embracing change allows us to develop resilience and adaptability. Stoics believe that the ability to adapt to changing circumstances is a crucial skill for leading a fulfilling life. By willingly embracing change, we develop the mental flexibility needed to navigate life's challenges with equanimity. Just as a tree bends with the wind to avoid breaking, we too can learn to flow with the currents of change rather than resisting them. Consider the example of a career change. Many people experience anxiety and resistance when faced with the prospect of leaving a familiar job for the unknown. However, by embracing change, we can view this transition as an opportunity for growth and personal development. Instead of clinging to the security of the familiar, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, allowing ourselves to explore different paths and discover hidden talents and passion. Furthermore, embracing change enables us to find beauty and joy in every moment. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of being present and fully engaged in the here and now. When we resist change, we are often preoccupied with the past or consumed by worries about the future. By embracing change, we learn to appreciate the fleeting nature of each moment, recognizing the inherent value it holds. Imagine witnessing the changing colors of autumn leaves. By embracing the change in seasons, we can fully immerse ourselves in the beauty of the present moment, savoring the vibrant hues and the crispness in the air. Rather than lamenting the passing of summer or dreading the arrival of winter, we learn to find joy in the ever-changing tapestry of life. In conclusion, embracing change is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. By accepting and adapting to the inevitable fluctuations of life, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and cultivate resilience and inner peace. Embracing change aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing our energy on what we can control, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity. By embracing change, we learn to find beauty and joy in every moment, appreciating the transient nature of life. So, let us embrace change and embark on a journey of self-discovery, growth, and fulfillment. Stay stoic and open-minded, for change is the very essence of life itself. Lesson 8. Practice gratitude. Gratitude, a fundamental principle in Stoicism, is a powerful tool for finding contentment and joy in the present moment. It involves recognizing and appreciating the blessings and positive aspects of our lives, no matter how small they may seem. By cultivating gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, which can alleviate unnecessary suffering and bring about a sense of fulfillment. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of material possessions and external achievements, often overlooking the simple pleasures that surround us. Stoicism encourages us to pause, reflect, and express gratitude for the things we often take for granted. Imagine sitting down to a delicious meal. Instead of rushing through it or barely noticing the taste, practicing gratitude means savoring each bite and feeling grateful for the nourishment it provides. It's about acknowledging the effort put into growing, preparing, and sharing the food, understanding that it is a privilege to have access to such sustenance. Gratitude extends beyond material possessions as well. It encompasses our health, relationships, experiences, and even the beauty of nature. By acknowledging and appreciating these aspects, we develop a deeper sense of connection and an increased awareness of the present moment. When we practice gratitude, we shift our mindset from scarcity to abundance. We learn to focus on what we have rather than what we lack. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or dismissing genuine hardships, but rather finding solace and strength in the positive aspects of our lives. Moreover, gratitude can improve our relationships and enhance our overall well-being. When we express gratitude to others, we deepen our connections and create a positive ripple effect. It fosters a sense of reciprocity and encourages acts of kindness, making our interactions more meaningful and fulfilling. Gratitude also has the power to boost our mental and emotional health. Studies have shown that cultivating gratitude can reduce stress, increase happiness, and improve overall life satisfaction. By consciously practicing gratitude, we train our minds to look for the good, even in challenging situations. This shift in perspective allows us to navigate difficulties with more resilience and optimism. So how can we incorporate gratitude into our daily lives? It starts with developing a gratitude practice. This can be as simple as setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect on and write down 3 things we are grateful for. It could be a supportive friend, a beautiful sunset, or even a good night's sleep. The key is to genuinely feel and appreciate the blessings in our lives, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. In conclusion, practicing gratitude is an essential aspect of living in the present moment and alleviating unnecessary suffering. By cultivating gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering contentment and joy. It allows us to find solace and strength in even the simplest aspects of life, deepening our connections with others and enhancing our overall well-being. So let us embrace gratitude as a daily practice and watch as it transforms our lives for the better. Stay stoic and appreciate the beauty of the present moment. Lesson number 9 from our list is about detaching from material possessions. In Stoicism, the focus is on cultivating inner virtues rather than seeking happiness through external things. Let's explore this lesson further. Material possessions can often consume our thoughts and desires. We may believe that acquiring more things will bring us happiness and fulfillment. However, Stoicism teaches us that true contentment comes from within, not from external objects. When we become attached to material possessions, we become dependent on them for our happiness. We constantly seek validation through the accumulation of wealth, status, or possessions. But the Stoics remind us that these things are transient and can be taken away at any moment. By detaching ourselves from material possessions, we free ourselves from the anxiety and stress that often accompany their pursuit. Instead, we learn to appreciate the simple pleasures in life and find joy in the present moment. Think about a time when you were truly happy. Was it because of the expensive watch you bought or the latest gadget you acquired? Most likely it was a moment of connection with loved ones, a beautiful sunset, or a personal achievement. These experiences are not dependent on material possessions, but rather on our internal state of mind. Stoicism encourages us to shift our focus from external wealth to inner virtues. It teaches us to cultivate qualities such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are the foundation of a fulfilling life and provide a sense of purpose and meaning. When we detach ourselves from material possessions, we become less concerned with comparing ourselves to others. We appreciate what we have without constantly striving for more. This allows us to live with gratitude and contentment, finding happiness in the present moment. Imagine walking through a crowded marketplace filled with luxury goods. Stoicism teaches us to be indifferent to these external temptations. We can admire the craftsmanship and beauty of the objects without feeling the need to possess them. This mindset frees us from the constant pursuit of material wealth and allows us to focus on what truly matters. Detaching from material possessions also allows us to adopt a minimalist approach to life. We realize that we don't need excessive belongings to be happy. Instead, we can prioritize experiences, relationships, and personal growth. By practicing this Stoic principle, we can become less burdened by the constant need for more and more. We can find freedom in simplicity and appreciate the abundance that already surrounds us. In conclusion, detaching from material possessions is a powerful lesson in Stoicism. It teaches us to find happiness within ourselves rather than relying on external objects. By embracing this philosophy, we can live a more fulfilling and content life, appreciating the present moment and cultivating inner virtues. So, let us remember to detach ourselves from the allure of material possessions and instead focus on what truly matters, our inner growth and the connections we forge with others. If you found this lesson insightful, please stay tuned for more Stoic wisdom by subscribing to our channel. Remember, the path of Stoicism is one of continuous learning and self-improvement. Stay stoic, my friend. Lesson 10. Be patient. Patience is a virtue that holds immense power in our lives. In the pursuit of living in the present moment, cultivating patience becomes an essential practice. It is through patience that we learn to navigate the ebb and flow of life with grace and acceptance. Drawing inspiration from Stoic philosophy, we can uncover the profound impact that patience can have on our overall well-being and happiness. In today's fast-paced world, we often find ourselves yearning for instant gratification. We want things to happen quickly, on our terms, and according to our desires. However, the Stoics remind us that life operates on its own timeline, and we must learn to surrender control over external events. Patience allows us to relinquish our expectations and embrace the natural unfolding of life's events, both big and small. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is that we should focus our energy and attention on what is within our control. The Stoics believe that external circumstances such as the actions of others or the passage of time are beyond our influence. Instead, they emphasize the importance of cultivating inner virtues and qualities such as patience, wisdom, and resilience. Patience, in this context, is not simply about waiting for something to happen. It is about embracing the process and finding contentment in the present moment. When we practice patience, we are able to navigate challenges and setbacks with composure and equanimity. Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "He who rushes ahead doesn't go far." This wisdom reminds us that impatience often leads to hasty decisions and unnecessary stress. By cultivating patience, we can approach life's obstacles with a clear mind, allowing us to make thoughtful choices and find creative solutions. Patience is closely intertwined with another Stoic principle: acceptance. When we practice acceptance, we acknowledge that life unfolds according to its own rhythm, and we are merely participants in this grand symphony. Rather than resisting or fighting against the natural order of things, patience teaches us to surrender and trust in the process. It is through acceptance and patience that we find peace amidst the uncertainty and chaos of life. Furthermore, patience allows us to savor and appreciate the present moment. Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." By embracing patience, we learn to find joy and gratitude in what we already possess, rather than constantly yearning for what we lack. This shift in perspective can lead to a profound sense of fulfillment and contentment. Practicing patience also enhances our relationships with others. By cultivating patience, we develop empathy and understanding towards those around us. We learn to listen more attentively, to be present with others, and to offer support and compassion when needed. Patience enables us to foster deeper connections and cultivate harmonious relationships. In conclusion, patience is a virtue that holds immense power in our lives. By embracing the teachings of Stoicism, we can learn to practice patience as a means to live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Patience allows us to surrender control, navigate challenges with grace, find contentment in the present moment, and deepen our relationships. So, let us embrace patience as a guiding principle and witness the transformative impact it can have on our overall well-being. Stay stoic, my friends, and remember to practice patience in all aspects of life.